I done learned from mistakes, like who's my man, who's not, like who's gonna run, who's not, like who's gonna shoot if you shot, who's gonna hold it, and who's not, who gonna choose slots.
What's good, everyone? It's the one and only NY Phenom. If you guys enjoy NFL, NBA content, want to see some more gaming content soon, give this video a like, and if you're new, go and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. Now, let's get into this video. Hey, yo, listen. Alright, so let's speak about what should the Patriots do at quarterback if Tom Brady leaves. Listen, I made it perfectly clear that I believe Tom Brady is staying in Foxborough. I still do. I mean, I know we're in where we're at now, March 5th. Okay, everything seems like, Tom Brady is gone. I mean, it's like, it feels like everything is set in stone for a lot of people that Tom Brady is gone. Everybody's talking the 49ers. Some people are talking about the Titans, Colts, Raiders. I just don't see it. I still don't. I'm leaning with my first point is Tom Brady's not leaving Foxborough because anywhere he goes, besides maybe the 49ers, doesn't give him the best shot to win. It really doesn't. I mean, the Colts got a great offensive line, but they don't have enough talent on the offensive side, if you ask me. If we're being perfectly honest, I love their tight end situation. I like Eric Ebron, Jack Doyle. T.Y. Hilton is solid. He's a really good tight end. Wide receiver. But who's the other options? Paris Campbell, we don't really know nothing about him. He was injured for most of his rookie year. So, Marlon Mack is solid. I like me some Marlon Mack. But, Sonny Michel, James White, we still got to see when N'Keal Harry, how that plays out. I haven't spoke about this, but, the Patriots have some options at tight end when it comes to free agency. You got Jordan Reed. If he can stay healthy, that would be a great fit. If Tyler Eifert can stay healthy, that would be a great fit. There's some tight ends to choose, plus there's a good amount of tight ends in the draft. So the Patriots have, options. They do to get this team better on the offensive side. Plus, if we talking offensively on the offensive line, if David Andrews is back, the Patriots have a top 10 offensive line again. So, in my opinion, besides the 49ers, Brady, there's no other option for Brady to go to where he has a better chance of winning a Super Bowl. So that's that. So listen, if Belichick, let's say if Brady goes somewhere and, Belichick is left with no Tom Brady, who does he go with? I know they're bigging up Jarrett Stidham right now, but who knows what Jarrett Stidham, he's a question mark. We don't really know anything about Jarrett Stidham. He looks solid in preseason. Belichick and the organization, they've been raving about Jarrett Stidham, but my thing, they're not going to go with Jarrett Stidham. Okay, they're not going to go with Jarrett Stidham after losing Tom Brady. They're going to go after one of these free agent quarterbacks, and there's plenty. So my thing is, listen. All right, so all the free agent quarterbacks, we got Jameis Winston, we got Phillip Rivers, we got Teddy Bridgewater, we have Marcus Mariota, Ryan Tannehill, Case Keenum. There's plenty of options to go with. But at the end of the day, listen, you got to find somebody to replace Tom Brady, and none of these quarterbacks are as good as Brady. I'm going to keep it a buck. I know we talk about Tom Brady being an assistant quarterback, but at the end of the day, none of these quarterbacks are as good as Brady. They aren't. So, if we just listing all the names I listed, Phillip Rivers might be the best replacement. If we're talking, who's best to win next year to give him a chance to go to Tampa Bay for the Super Bowl. But my thing is, Phillip Rivers is not as good as Tom Brady. He's like a lesser version of Tom Brady. He doesn't have he has good football awareness, but he doesn't have Tom Brady level football awareness. He's an accurate quarterback, but is he as accurate as Brady? I don't know. He's not mobile either. So you pretty much get Tom Brady 0.5. You're getting a lesser version of Brady. So I'm not sure if that's where Belichick wants to go. Maybe He's 38 years old, so he got a lot of football awareness. But one thing is, I'm not sure if Belichick could take the amount of turnovers and the amount of bad throws that Phillip Rivers makes on a daily basis. I'm not sure if Belichick will want that. But at the end of the day, he has the most experience. He's not as clutch as Brady too. So I mean, you're getting somewhat of a Brady, but you're not, because he's just not Tom Brady, and he doesn't even have as strong as an arm as Brady at this point. He doesn't even have Brady's arm talent, even Brady being 43 years old. So I'm not sure about that. Bridgewater, in my opinion, I like him, but he's most likely going to get paid 27, 28, 29 mil. I'm not sure if Belichick wants to do that. Jameis would be probably the most fun to see in the Patriots uniform, because we'll get Belichick raging. I mean, the amount of times we see Belichick irate after Brady, after the amount of bad throws and Jameis Winston pocket awareness. I mean, I'm not sure if Belichick could take that. I mean, after week 3 or week 4, I think Jameis Winston might get cut. So I'm not sure that would be the best place to go. But, if we're talking Andy Dalton, I know Andy Dalton's getting a lot of talk. I mean, that won't be interesting, because Andy Dalton, all the quarterbacks I named, are the Winston, Bridgewater, Phillip Rivers. I think he would demand the least amount when it comes to contract time, because let's be real, it's been like a good 3 or 4 years since we've seen Andy Dalton play solid quarterback, play like an actual good quarterback. So he would probably demand the least amount. So you got that going for you. I think he could play in the Belichick scheme, because or Josh McDaniels scheme, because Belichick, he's over the defense, not the offense. Let's keep it a buck. And Andy Dalton, he has like an average arm. Okay, he's pretty accurate, but he's had talent before. This is my thing with Andy Dalton. Is he truly a winner? Does he have that winning mentality like Brady? Because let's be real, he's had Marvin Jones, he's had AJ Green, he's had prime Tyler Eifert, he's had Joe Mixon, Giovanni Bernard, Jeremy Hill. I mean, he's had a lot of talent on the offensive side, plus some really good defenses, and it's like he's never got it done. I mean, those Bengals teams early in the decade were like really, really good teams. Let's keep it a buck. I mean, on the defensive side, you got Pac-Man Jones, Prime Geno Atkins, Carlos Dunlap, and the crew. I mean, they had the squad. They really did. But they could never get over the hump. So I had to put a lot of the blame on Andy Dalton. I know Marvin Lewis gets a lot of the blame, but we got to throw some blame at Andy Dalton too, because he had too much talent to, only have one playoff win? Does he have any playoff wins? I need to know that. I haven't looked it up, and I can't remember a playoff win on the top of my head when it comes to Andy Dalton. Maybe he has one, but I'm not sure if he has enough playoff wins. So I'm not sure if that's the fit. But at the end of the day, I think, listen, Brady wants to prove that he can win without Belichick. Belichick has somewhat proven already that he can win without Brady, because we've seen it with Matt Castle. I know you missed the playoffs, but come on now, they were 11-5. Okay, early in the 2016 season, coming off of Deflategate, they went 4-1 with Jacoby Brissett and Jimmy G. So, overall, I mean, I don't think Belichick really has to prove that he can win without Brady, but to make a Super Bowl run, I mean, maybe. But at the end of the day, listen, all the quarterbacks I just named could, either Jameis, Teddy Bridgewater, Phillip Rivers, Marcus Mariota, or Andy Dalton, or hell, Colt McCoy is a free agent. I think Colt McCoy could win 10, 11 games with this Patriots team, especially that defense. So that defense is going nowhere. Stephon Gilmore is going nowhere. That secondary is most unlikely staying intact. They might lose a Jamie Collins or Kyle Van Noy, but most of the stars on that defense are still on that team. So that Patriots team overall, even if Brady is not there, is going nowhere. They're locked for 10, 11 wins, especially in the division that they play in. I mean, the only team that they really have to worry about is the Bills. Okay, the Jets are doing nothing. Okay, Sam Darnold, that defense ain't shit. Okay, I love me some C.J. Mosley, Avery Williams. I think what's my man's name from Alabama? His name just slipped at the top of my head. It's on the tip of my tongue. I expected him to be like the best defensive player of the previous draft class. Oh yeah, Quentin Williams. Yeah, I think he has some good potential in him to be a star interior rusher. But you know, at the end of the day, Jets ain't shit. We already know how bad the Miami Dolphins are. So, you know, overall, the Patriots are locked for the AFC East. They're locked for that division, even without Brady. So, you know, at the end of the day, listen, Belichick, you know, we'll see how it plays out. If you ask me, who should the Patriots go with? Now, if we just talking about the free agent quarterbacks that we just saw, I think Andy Dalton's the best fit. Not saying that he's the best out of all the quarterbacks I named, but like, he would demand the least. I mean, because Jameis, maybe you can get Jameis for 24, 25 million, but that guy just led the league in passing yards. He had 33 touchdowns. So, I mean, I know you had 30 picks, but I mean, 5,000 yards is going to get you paid somewhere. So, you know, overall, I think Andy Dalton's the best fit just a contract-wise. Just because of contract-wise. Now, what I would want to see, now this would be interesting. If Brady was to go to the 49ers, I would want Jimmy G back in the Patriots uniform. I think that would be a great fit. But at the end of the day, I just don't see Jimmy G. I think the 49ers, they're riding with Jimmy G no matter what. I think they are. I think they're riding with Jimmy G. I don't think that they're going to get rid of Jimmy G after making the Super Bowl appearance. I mean, I've been clowning Jimmy G all year, Jittery G. I have fun with it because it's fucking honest. But at the end of the day, listen, Jimmy G, I think he's the leader of the team. I think that's who the 49ers locker room wants to build around. I think they want to build around Jimmy G and this running game. I think Kyle Shanahan, as much as he didn't trust him in the Super Bowl and in the entire playoffs overall, I think they want to ride with Jimmy G. I think John Lynch is a Jimmy G guy. And even with Brady on the open market, I'm not sure the 49ers want to walk with Brady. But at the end of the day, we'll see how that plays out. But I just think overall we're going to see Jimmy G staying in the 49ers uniform. But overall, give me Andy Dalton to the Patriots. I mean, where would that land them? I don't think that makes them better than the Ravens. That definitely doesn't make them better than the Chiefs. I honestly don't even think that makes them than the Steelers next year, because spoiler alert, no, I haven't made any like early in the year or too early 2020 and 2021 NFL predictions, but I expect the Steelers to be true Super Bowl contenders next year. That defense is too good, and they were winning games with Mason Rudolph and Devin Hodges as a starting quarterback. So what they gonna do with Big Ben? But that's it. That's all. We'll see how it plays out. This is definitely gonna be a fun free agency time. See how the quarterbacks play out, man. Because honestly, we really don't know how this is going to play out. We really don't. I mean, we could going to next year, we could see like half of the league with different quarterbacks next year. Like it could be insane. But that's it. That's all. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm the phenomenal one, and I'm out. Deuces.